Hello, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the topic. It's called like troubleshoot pip install for Python. Okay, so to get into this process, let me just state what the trouble is today. Okay, so I think many of the beginners of Python they will have a lot of trouble using this pip command, and just like me in past I been through like 9 years of why does it shows errors for when I want to install a certain package on the internet. Okay, so today we will going deep to how to try several ways to get rid of this nightmare to let you save your time and make your life easy. Okay, so for this tutorial, I want to mention about like you don't have to have a prepared knowledge for any of like Python or any IDEs such like the editors or so on and so forth. You only need a zero of the Python knowledge, and you definitely can also absorb some of the things in this tutorial. Okay, so I want to make this very easy. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so from start and from the scratch, let us just download the Python to really get us to execute any of the programs that end with the .py extensions. So if you don't install that Python, you won't get any chance to run your code in the Python language and in a .py extension. So the first thing first, you need to download it. Okay, so let's go to here. You just Google Python and download the latest version that is okay for you. Okay, it's enough for you, and let's just wait, and it will be very quick to complete this process. Okay, so as we can see, we have downloaded this, and for this tutorial, it basically is for the Mac, for Windows version. But if you are using Mac, just make sure you download the right version for the Mac. Don't download Windows for Mac or vice versa. Okay, so now the most crucial point is here. Actually, it happens in the very early stage that if we don't do this, you see here it's called add Python blah blah blah. Which version, it doesn't matters. But add Python blah 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 to path. If you don't check this option, it will get you into the trouble. Like you will run into this kind of problems here. So so make sure you check this checkbox in the very beginning situation. But I believe for today's tutorial, we want to simulate this problem statement. So we want to make an example. So I will not check it here, but if you didn't install your Python, just ensure and just make sure you did check this checkbox. Okay, so today we want to resume this problem, so we didn't check that. Okay, let's install this. Okay, so it's take some time, and let me just talk about what the pip does. Okay, so for the PIP, this kind of like an abbreviation, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This PIP, what it does is like you can imagine there's many modules in Python. Is like some of the programs, some of the codes that other like experts they already like written the thousands or 10,000 of lines of code, and it's open source, so you can feel free to just import blah blah blah, and you can use that code directly. Okay, so there are some built-in codes for Python. When you install Python, it is built in your computer already. Okay, such as now it is installing some, maybe in this progress it does install some modules already. But there are other kinds of examples like matplotlib, like Gmail, so on and so forth. Some of the kinds, they are on the internet. You need to download it, or else you cannot import it. Okay, so for that case, you need to use PIP. It's a more easy approach to get that kind of package. Okay, so this is what PIP does. Okay, I think it's almost there. And if you are already like having this Python installed, and if you already have your IDE, maybe you want to try a quick approach is that you use a PIP3 instead of PIP. So you can simply do this, like use a PIP install module name, PIP3 install module name, and maybe it works. So you can just save your time and go back to work, or maybe you just want to see what is the other options to solve this problem. So first we will like simultaneously check out the IDE here. The IDE we use is called Visual Studio Code. It is commonly used, and actually there are many kinds of IDEs on the world, and like Jupyter Notebook, or like this one that's VS Code, or like Anaconda. But actually, it doesn't matter much. You can use what you are used, what you feel very comfortable to use. Okay. So, but for this example, we can just download this one. If you are very new to a Python language or IDEs, you can just, like me, I will download this VS Code as well. Okay, so the setup was successful now. And this one, it doesn't really matter much. It just like it's a path length limit. Okay, so you can just click it, or in case of this blocks you. Okay, but anyway, it doesn't. It has low priority. Okay, I just clicked it. Okay, in the next step, we will use IDE for editor. Okay, so why do we need IDE anyway? Because people doesn't really like to, use a notepad to write our code, but it works. But like I save it to desktop, and I name it as some aaa.py. Okay, and we type in the Python language here, and then like print something like that. Okay, hello world. Okay, I'll save it, and then let's see how it works. Okay, then we go to the desktop here, and here you can see that aaa.py is here. We type cmd in our location here. Okay, so how do you execute this code? You just simply type Python and aaa.py, and then you can see hello world here. Okay, so looks easy, right? But when you need to like debug, like you just had a code here is illegal, like you just type it A here, and then you like run it. Okay, and you can see that it has a exception here. It has a name error. Okay, but is it convenient that you can foresee this problem when you are typing in your editor? Because Notepad doesn't provide this this kind of function that it helps you debug or anything else. So it's just like a blank sheet. Okay, so we need IDEs for convenient that it can help you foresee this problem in the early stage. Okay, so that's why we need the IDE. Let's download it. Okay. Now, okay, it is downloading, and I believe that this needs the time is quite same as how we need for downloading Python. And let me set up it. Okay, so now we are waiting for it. Accept. Just choose any location you want, and feel free to add a desktop writer, but I'm not going to do this. So install. Okay. And we will wait for it to complete. Okay. And afterwards, I'm going to show you how to use a simple module to realize a program that can help us making charts. Okay, so it will help launch automatically, and I think it's processing. Okay, and first thing first, you need to locate a directory. So open folder here, file, open folder, and choose a directory. Okay, for this example, maybe you want to give a new folder is okay. And I have my original folder here, so I will select a folder that is already exists. Okay, it's called L4 modules. But anyway, I can open a new folder so that you will be more clear on this step. Okay, so just give a new folder here, and you can choose a name, but remember, don't use the name with some space here, like my folder. And you know, here we have a space here, and this is it will be troublesome in the future if you want to like accessing any path. You will have path issues. So make sure you don't have any spaces. Oh, okay, graph. Okay, for this example, we will do something related to graph. So I will name it as graph. Okay, so for VS Code, how do you create a new file? You just go here. Okay, you just hover your mouse here, and it will show the little icon here. And again, you need to have a name here. Okay, let me name this at pip example, or no, we can name it at a graph example .py. Remember to add this .py, and then you can see that in the right bottom corner here, it just like detect that, oh, there's a Python program here. So for your case, it might show like extension here to tell you to download an extension, but I don't know why it doesn't show here. So maybe I will manually install this extension. Okay, you can see here, it is installed. Okay, so for your case, you want to install that, here you can like click install button for Python extension. What is this extension used for? It used like when you type like print, okay, it will show many options here that it predict that what you want to do. Like you want to import, so it will show that, oh, maybe you want to import, so it will show it in advance. So it is more convenient. Okay, so now we want to import some modules. Okay, so as I mentioned before, there are some modules is built in. Like you can type import time. This is very commonly used, and we can do this. Okay, we first print this is first let's say first sentence. Okay, and then we print this is second sentence. Second sentence. And we run it by click this and run without debugging, because debug is like additional process. So we don't want to debug. So we just run without debugging and it will run directly. And you can see that, oh, this is first sentence, is second sentence, it appears almost simultaneously. So we want to like let it be like a time interval between these two prints. Okay, so we just simply add time sleep and how many seconds we want to sleep between of them. So in this case, we use 5. It just sleep 5 seconds. Okay, so you can see first sentence here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it shows second sentence. So this is the built-in module. But we can just like select this and then click Control plus this icon here like this. Okay, Control plus this. I don't know how to pronounce this, but you can just like do this to here, or you can just type this kind of icon here before this sentences. So this you can run again, and you will find that it doesn't do anything because this is disabled. It is transformed into a node. So if you want to enable it again, you just also like Control plus the dash line, so it will like get alive again. Okay, so I will click Control plus F5 to execute this code, and you can see that it is become alive again. Oh, this is a small technique here. Okay, so we want to learn another module. It's called the pyplot, matplotlib pyplot. Okay, and then we execute it. It will show that module not found. Okay, because we need to, it's external. We need to download it from the web. So we use this. Originally, we use this and it will be downloaded, and you can use this matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, so let me pause it here. Why does we need a dot between here? But this import time is just directly import. But for this case, why does it need a dot? Okay, so the reason why is this is a sub module here, and you can imagine that time is like the high level module, and we can directly import that. But this is a module inside a higher level module. Is you can imagine that there's a directory and called matplotlib, and it has many sub modules inside. And in this matplotlib directory, it has a pyplot .py. So if we write it this way, it will just import pyplot. It is the only sub module we needed right now. So, but But anyway, we want to download the whole module now. And then we click this, and oh, actually it can run, I think. Okay, so I think it's blocked by my antivirus. Okay, so okay, you can see that it is not working. It is not working, and we want to troubleshoot this problem. Okay, so the first way here I'm gonna introduce to you is that I add your pip into your pip location into your path. How do we do this? Okay, this is a crucial point in this tutorial because I just like talking a lot of trash in the beginning. Okay, and now we get it into the point. But actually, it's not about the trash. It's just like things we want to like having a knowledge. So it is also important. Okay, so we type Python here, and you can it will shows that some your Python program here. Let's say Python. Py. Okay, you go to here, and then you click. Let me check. Okay, there are some like Windows issues right here. Okay. When you click Python, let me do it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to another screen here. When you type Python here, it will show here this one. Okay, and then you click open file location, and you will see this. And then again, you will click right click and click properties, and open file location again, and you will see this. All right, you will see this. Okay, and then what you do is go to the scripts. Okay, and then you will see pip here. Okay, this is very important because we need that. And then we need this location be put into our environmental variables. So the program will know where to get your pip. Like simple logic as that. So click here, path, edit, and then new, and paste this, what you just copied here, and paste it right here. New, and paste it right here. Okay. Okay. And now we get back to our VS Code. But if you run again, you will have a lot of big chance to fail again. And I will tell you why. Because you need to restart this. You need to fetch the environmental variables again via restart. And here we restart list already. And let's install it again via pip install matplotlib. Or you can type pip3 install matplotlib. Okay, so it is installed right now. then you need to like wait for it because it has a lot of the like sibling modules to install. Just be patient and wait it for to complete. And the moment we are waiting now, let's talk about what example we are going to demo soon. Okay. So this example is about to draw a graph that to check a city's COVID situation daily. To in short, we want to check a city's COVID situation by what? Okay, by draw a graph that show how many population of people affect COVID daily. And in this example, we just demo it by 3 days. And this is enough. Yeah, so we type it here. Okay, so we can check by simply run it and see if it has any errors. If it has errors again, it means that it cannot import matplotlib again. And now, because I have already ran it and it did not run into any kind of the exceptions, that means that you are you have your first success here because you successfully import this matplotlib.pyplot. But because when we use this module, you will need to type like list and type a function like plot, and it makes it very long, very lengthy. So we don't want this to be happen because we want to be Pythonic. We want everything to be simple. So we can type as and give it a abbreviation. So next time you need to use the function inside, you just simply type plt. Okay, that makes it easier. We don't want this redundant codes here. We just like get rid of it. Okay, so how do we do this? First, we give the x-axis data. Okay, it's like let's say 9, 10, 11. It stays as the it's my series. Assume I am calling her. Okay, 6th day of June. 9th day. Sorry, 9th day to 11th day of June. Okay, and the y-axis being set. The people affect COVID in this period. So the 9th day is like, the city is called, let's say, a city called KH. Okay. First day, the 9th day of June is 10,000. Near 10,000. And next day is like 9,864. And then 13,047. And then you need to feed this data into a function called plt.plot, and x-axis data and y-axis data. But this is not enough. Actually, this has set up the fundamentals of the plot, but you need to show it. So you need to execute a plt.show function. Okay, these two, pplot and show, is all functions of the matplotlib.pyplot module. But some of the function you need to have need to have parameters in it, and the numbers of parameters will differ in any cases, in each cases. So in this case, plot has two variables to be inserted. But show you don't need to insert any variables, but you simply need a empty bracket to. It is because originally for any of functions we need to have like this kind of bracket here. Okay, let's run this. See if it works. And then okay, it works. Now you can see that actually we don't need this redundant x-axis data, but anyway, in the future tutorial, maybe we can talk about this, or you can see our tutorial for the explanation. But for if we like don't want to get too complex, we just see this 9, 10, 11, and ignore these additional numbers here. We can see that 9 mapping here is like somewhere like 10,800 here, and for 10 it's like 9,800 somewhere here, and for 11 it's like 13,000 and a bit higher than 13,000 here. So it is correct. If your data is more, and then it will show a more complete trend. So you can just, if you feel you are lazy to use PowerPoint or something, you can just simply use this tool for your report. Okay, so this is a good tool actually. And when you close it, the program will be suspended. Okay, so for this example, we just successfully resolve this problem statement by adding the environment variables in here. So if this approach didn't work for you, then you will have to like follow my beginning of the tutorial, reinstall Python, and remember to check add to path options. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is the end of the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and just do not subscribe because I'm not ready yet for many of the videos. So do subscribe in the future, but for now, just click like or click dislike, or leave any comments if you have other suggestions or questions. Thank you, and see you again. Bye bye.